This week on Days of Our Steelers, the Steelers head into their first preseason game in the Hall of Fame game in Canton, Ohio against the Dallas Cowboys. And even though it's just a preseason game, beating Dallas into any capacity is a win for me. As here's Najee Harris, his first NFL carry, everyone. Everyone pray that he doesn't get injured and that this offensive line can just be decent this year. That way Ben Roethlisberger doesn't run for his life and Najee Harris can actually perform to his potential. And today, here in Canton, Ohio, we are looking to win because even though it's a preseason game, we love to win. You know, this is the Pittsburgh Steelers. But the main headline of this game is Dwayne Haskins and Mason Rudolph. And even though Mason Rudolph is the favorite to win the backup quarterback job, which most likely he will win unless if he performs like crap, because the Steelers seem to love him for absolutely no reason in my opinion, it's him versus Dwayne Haskins, who the Steelers picked up in late January because he got released by the Washington football team. And keep in mind, he was a first-round pick and a Heisman candidate at Ohio State. He has a very strong arm. He has, he's mobile. He's more mobile than Mason Rudolph. And honestly, I think he has more upside to him than Mason Rudolph. And that's why I think we need to have him as our QB2 and develop him under Ben for a year. And then hopefully, Ben retires, he rides off in the sunset. And, the Steelers can transition into Dwayne Haskins if they feel confident in him, which I would feel semi-confident in Dwayne Haskins if he continues to play the way he's been playing and perform the way he's been performing at practice and put in the work that he's been putting in. But I think he has more upside than Mason Rudolph. Rudolph, you're just going to get a below-average performance every single game, maybe one decent one here or there. That's not an NFL starting quarterback caliber player right there. But Dwayne Haskins can be if you give him the right tools to develop. And he could still develop under Ben as QB3, but I don't think that would work as much as QB2. I don't understand why we gave Mason Rudolph a one-year extension before the season started. I think he needed to prove himself this year. I still would have kept Rudolph for a year regardless of if he wins the QB1 job or the QB2 job or not. But make him earn that contract, or at least put that pressure on him so maybe he'd perform better under that type of pressure. But see how he performs under pressure. In my opinion, he just performed worse. But, give him that chance, give him that opportunity, and see what he can do. I didn't like that move at all of signing him to a one-year deal. I still would do it to keep him as QB3. If I'm the Steelers manager, I'm putting Haskins as QB2. As right here, it's 3-0 Dallas as Cooper Rush and the Cowboys are going down the field. And he is sacked and the ball is loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys offensive lineman. But Alex Highsmith, great play for Highsmith as Rudolph is still in the game right here. He gives the ball to Najee Harris, who gets a solid about, I'd say, 5-6 yard gain. It's 3rd down and 4. Mason Rudolph under pressure. Can he do it? He launches one to Claypool, and what an amazing catch by Chase Claypool. Oh, that's awesome. Except it looked like after the play, he hit his head off the turf, and it looked like the wind had got knocked out of him. Nothing serious happened, thankfully, but that's dangerous. That's a danger about the preseason, as Mason Rudolph underthrows James Washington on a slant. He's not getting targeted very much, and oh my goodness. I know it's the preseason, he's our backup kicker, but that was awful. But with that being said, it's 3-0 Cowboys. I'm rooting for Dwayne Haskins tonight, and honestly, I think Josh Dobbs would be a better QB2 than Mason Rudolph, but I think Dwayne Haskins is the best option. But if Haskins was out of the picture, I'd give the opportunity to Dobbs. I'm just not a fan of Mason Rudolph. He doesn't develop very well. He doesn't do well under pressure. He's a statue in the pocket, and he's gotten slightly better, but that's not good enough. The amount of time that he's had with this team, this should be his prove it preseason, and it doesn't seem like it is, except I really hope it is. I'm rooting for Dwayne Haskins to take this quarterback number 2 job, as right here on 4th and 15, the Cowboys convert, but the ball is fumbled, and it is picked up, and the Pittsburgh Steelers have the football. He's still on his feet, and all the way down to across the 35-yard line here for Pittsburgh, as Dwayne Haskins is under center right now. Najee Harris is not in the game. It's Anthony McFarland. He gives it to Ray McLeod, and honestly, I feel bad for James Washington because he was put in a bad situation from the start. I mean, we drafted him and Mason Rudolph in the same year. Except then we proceeded to draft Juju Smith-Schuster, Deontay Johnson, and Chase Claypool all in the 2nd round. So he has all of those players, plus Eric Ebron and Pat Freiermuth, as well as Ray McLeod. He seems to be getting more targets than him. So he's not getting a lot of targets at all. As Presley Harvin, he just launched that punt. It's a 1st down for the Cowboys and more as they get to the 26, 27-yard line. But Presley Harvin, I'm very excited for him He is kind of like a Marquette Kane, in my opinion. I'm not just saying that because of his race. I'm saying that because he brings excitement to the punter position with the way that he punts the ball. And he doesn't look like the typical punter when it comes to his weight class and all of those things and his strength and everything. As the Cowboys, that is missed horrendously. And the Steelers will take over in prime field position, but they won't do anything with it. But yeah, that's terrible. And it is a sack. Ben DiNucci goes down. And that is not Bud Dupree, but Presley Harvin. I know he'll be the starting punter. I have full confidence in him. I think he'll be one of the best punters in the league. And I hope we don't have to use him too much, because that would mean we're doing nothing on offense, but still, he is a dynamic punter. I really think he can add excitement to the position that hasn't been there ever since Marquette came, if you ask me, and Pat McAfee. As right here, great return by the Steelers. It's still 3-0. Dwayne Haskins is in the game. And a nice fake. And that one is going to go to the tight end, Cater. He looks like a strong tight end. I've always liked him being, for depth. I like him a lot. As Ballage, he scores the touchdown. And the Pittsburgh Steelers, they have their first lead of the game. Calvin Ballage. As it is 6-3, they missed the extra point. This kicking performance has been horrendous so far, but it's not Boswell, so it's okay. As it's intercepted, it is picked off, and going the other way is the Pittsburgh Steelers. They have the football, and what a great defensive game this Pittsburgh Steelers defense has put on so far. They've put on a show. As right here, can they make a field goal for the first time today? Can they convert right down the middle? He finally gets it right. May we all clap, because finally we have made a kick, and we're in the third quarter. Towards the end of the third quarter. Not very good, but hey, that's okay. As the Cowboys get the first down here, but they don't do anything with it. Dwayne Haskins is still in the game. Haskins drops back to throw, and it is caught, and he loses the football. And who has it? It looks like the Steelers have recovered the ball the way it looks, and it will be a first down for Pittsburgh. That was a close one. And they don't do anything with the ball, so the Cowboys get the football back, and they're able to get a first down off of this play. Cowboys have had some, big games in the running game today. It isn't against the Steelers' starting defensive line, or their starting defense in general, but, still good things for the Cowboys. Ben DiNucci just dumps it off right here, and he looks like he barely missed the down marker to get the first down. And the Steelers will get back possession of the football. The Cowboys doing absolutely nothing with it. As right here, looks like right here, Josh Dobbs is in the game now. He's been on and off of the team over and over again. We'd sign him and cut him and sign him and cut him, and then we signed him again. And as he looks like he wants to lead this team to the game-sealing touchdown, and he does. It's a touchdown for Pittsburgh as they take a 15-3 lead. If they convert the extra point, which they do, it's 16-3. And Tyler Simons gets the touchdown, and that looks like it's going to be the game sealer for the Steelers here in Canton. And here is Harvin. And Pittsburgh has the football. This is a great punter, Presley Harvin. I'm very excited for him. I think we got a gem in the 7th round out of Georgia Tech. I love that pick. As right here, the Cowboys get the first down and more, hugging his jersey. And, trying just to close out this game. 5 seconds left to play. And that pass is caught. And 1 second left on the clock. Excuse me, not 1 second. 46 seconds left on the clock. He is sacked. And the Cowboys, it looks like they're going to maintain possession of the football. There's been a lot of fumbles today. As right here, 4th and 19. The Cowboys just trying to keep the ball, earn some respect, pad their stats right here. As Ben DiNucci looks like he's going to have to take off the scramble. And Gucci DiNucci is going to get the first down and go out of bounds. So there's 1 second left on the clock. They have one play left. As DiNucci, he's scrambling. And he just has to let it go. And that is the game. The Pittsburgh Steelers win 16-3. And like I said, James Washington hasn't been getting targeted. There are many receivers that are above him on the depth chart, and tight ends that in Eric Ebron and Pat Freiermuth that are more likely to get targeted. He requested a trade after the game due to a lack of playing time, and I honestly don't blame him at all. I'm sure it's sad for Mason Rudolph because they were both college teammates at Oklahoma State, but I don't blame James Washington at all. I hope he does well, and I think he could be a good wide receiver 3 for a good amount of teams. But if he goes to a team like the Buccaneers or the Chiefs, whenever he's complaining about a lack of playing time for the Steelers, that's not optimal. That wouldn't make any sense. So he'll probably go to a team that's above average, or just an average NFL team that's in need of a wide receiver. Nothing crazy. He probably won't be winning as much as he's used to, even though I think the Steelers are going to take a step down this year, but they can still make the playoffs at 9-8 or 10-7. And just like the Steelers, cruising in Canton, Ohio. And how about them Cowboys? So are the days of our Steelers.